So in this verse, it is so here Parikshit Maharaj is telling to Sukadeva Goswami, you have informed me about the radius of Bhumandala extends as far as the sun spreads its lights and heat, and as far as the moon and stars are seen. So Prabhupada is telling this Bhumandala is extending 93 million miles. And according to then what is this Bhumandala is where the sun rays are coming. Om Bhur Bhuva Swaha. So there are three planetary systems that are explained here. Bhumandala, Bhurmandala, and Swargaloka. Swa means Swargaloka. So these are the three places where the rays of sun are found. So that's why we chant this Gayatri mantra every day, three times we do. We are actually addressing Surya Narayana, is the Lord in Sun planet, and he's it is not the sun rays are not there below the Bhumandala, Atala Satala Stala Tala Satala. Their sun rays does not come. So there they use uh, jewels and other things to lit the whole environment. So now here also in the night time we don't have sun, but still everything happens here actively. Lower plant systems are also like that. They enjoy. People in the night, they have lights and all nightclubs, they are enjoying. So similarly, Bilva Sargas, they are also doing the same thing. And here, Prabhupada is telling that this moon are actually mm, not the stars are not suns, they are also luminaries. They are reflecting the light of sun. There is only one sun for the universe. Of course there are many unlimited universes, so this is not understood by scientists, and they'll understand eventually after some time. Presently they cannot understand why, because the equipment they use uh, may be good, but when it comes to our senses they are not perfect. Say for example, if one person is having some uh, eyes are little weak, he can now whether he sees the blur does not go. It is that blur that is actually creating the problem. So like somebody has cataract. Now you give any type of spectacles, microscope, telescope, because he has cataract, he cannot see properly. So similarly, even though we may have the most sophisticated technology and we have sophisticated equipments, still we have to see through our eyes only, which are defective. So we cannot access them. So with whatever defective eyes we see, that we consider as uh, the perfect thing. So that's why we don't get proper calculations, proper understanding. So this should be very clearly understood that it is not about why scientists are saying and we are able to see, and Hubble's telescope is giving so many pictures or so many things. Yes, they are giving pictures, but what pictures they are giving, whether we are seeing is same or not, we cannot know, because there are so many other things which we cannot see only. So that is the point. So when Bhagavatam gives this description, people are quite bewildered by this description. But we should know that we are having imperfect senses. So it cannot be understood. It's in a different dimension, and it comes with different realization also. Say now, when we are going to Vrindavan Dham, we experience some different type of pleasure there and some sort of satisfaction. Now it cannot be explained. You know, some materialistic person comes, he does not feel it. We feel. You know, when we take darshan of Lord, when we take prasadam, when we participate in kirtan, we experience a different type of pleasure. And when we see Dham, it looks different, it looks divine, but materialistic people, it does not look. So now what is the point? Whether it is there or not, yeah, it is there, but based on your realization. And then you will find Chintamani Dham. Like once Akbar comes to Vrindavan and he tells to Jiva Goswami, you know. I can do something, you want, I can help you in renovating some things and all. Then Jiva Goswami says, yes, yes, at Keshi Ghatna, one of the steps, uh, uh, we have steps for going down to take bath, they are got damaged, so you can repair it. So Akbar felt little offended. He said, Arey, I am the emperor and I can make big, big temples, and he's telling me to repair one small step. And then he told then Akbar went, and then Jiva Goswami, when he went to Keshi Ghat to see, then Jiva Goswami made him get some divine eyes. And with that, when Akbar saw all the steps of Keshi Ghat are made with such valuable stones, then after that Akbar he comes and tells that actually with all my property, whatever I have as an emperor, I cannot repair even one step of Keshi Ghat. That means what? He could see a different realm. So they get access for it. So now we are having our laptop, and if you lock certain things, then access is denied. So in our mobile, we can lock some things. So we don't have, some others don't have access for the apps which we are locking, but they are there. So similarly, in this creation, there are so many things which we don't have access, but they exist. So that should be understood very clearly. So yeah. So the second verse says that, my dear Lord, the rolling wheel of Maharaj Priyavrata's chariot created seven ditches in which uh, the seven oceans uh, came into existence. Because of these seven oceans, Bhumandala is divided into seven islands. You have given a very general description of this measurement, names and characters. Now wish you to know them in detail. Kindly fulfill my desires. So these things na, cannot be understood just with calculations. We should be very clear. If we calculate and then we try to see how it matches, it is not matching. Simple example. Lanka is 100 yojanas. If you see Hanuman, he jumped 100 yojanas to go to Lanka. Now 100 yojanas is 800 miles. But the Sri Lanka which we have now, if from Setu Banda, where Hanuman jumped towards Lanka, if he jumps 800 miles, he will end up in somewhere in middle of uh, Indian Ocean. Because Sri Lanka is very near. It is not 800 miles. 800 miles is like quite a long distance. It will be, more than half of, he will cover the, even the size of Lanka is also very small. He will end up somewhere in the middle of ocean. Lanka must be just 10-20 miles away from Indian border. So where did Hanuman go? 800 miles. So that is the point. There is this Lanka and all, it's in a different dimension only. And even Rakshasa Loka is 100 yojanas away above the earth. So that is 800 miles. If you go, we can go to Rakshasa Loka above the earth. So whatever satellites we have, they go at 4 miles above the earth, this jet planes and all, and little far higher is satellites. That's all. 800 miles, nobody goes above the earth. There is Rakshas Lokas. So these are things which we don't have access only. It is not possible like that to know logically, scientifically. Uh, this is all difficult. But we have to know that okay, these things are there, and we have to accept it according to the words that is given. We should know that I don't have access for it, but this is as it is true. That's all. When mind is fixed on Supreme Lord in his external features made of the metal modes of nature, the gross universal form, it is brought to the platform of pure goodness. In the transcendental position, one can understand the Supreme Lord Vasudeva, who is his subtler form in effulgent and beyond the modes of nature. O Lord, please describe vividly how that form, which covers the entire universe, is perceived. So Parishit Maharaj has now maybe this is third day or some fourth day, third day must be. He has only 7 days to live, but he is very eager to know, and he did not eat all these days. He did not sleep. He did not drink. So, but still he is very enthusiastically asking such questions and trying to know. Of course, these personalities, na, they have yoga siddhis. That is the reason they can do like that. So in Kurukshetra battle, you see they are fighting from morning till evening. How is it possible that they are fighting such a long battle, and who is supplying them water in the middle of the fight? Because they practice certain yoga processes, and every day morning before entering into battle they do this practices certain types of yoga and pranayama, which helps them to derive strength without getting hungry and thirsty, all these things. So they're the process which they follow. So here Parikshit Maharaj also he's completely absorbed, so he is not affected by hunger, thirst. Yes, of course, he did not do any yoga, but he has his own spiritual ability. So they are having that siddhi. So we should appreciate that part. So here, after 3 4 days, he's asking, I want to know. The Prabhupada is telling, see, Parikshit Maharaj had already been advised by spiritual master Sukadeva Goswami to think of the universal form of the Lord, and therefore follow the advice of his following the advice of his spiritual. Where he told this one in the second canto. If you remember, second canto, there is a description of this Virat Rupa, where this is the first only he tells. Okay, you meditate on this Virat Rupa form of the Lord. So that is the instruction Sukadeva Goswami says. He says, okay, I want to meditate on that form because this whole creation is the body of the Lord. When Brahma, he prayed to the Supreme Lord, Lord said to Brahma, you should see me in all living entities, and you should also see all living entities in me. So this is what is a devotee. In every living entity, he is seeing that Lord is present as Paramatma. And is also seeing everything is in the Lord. That means he is also able to see Virat Rupa also. So Paramatma also, Virat Rupa also. Both should be realized by a devotee. So here Parikshit Maharaj want to realize that. So he constantly thought of that form. The universal form is certainly material, but because everything is an expansion of the energy of Supreme Lord, ultimately nothing is material. Therefore, Parikshit Maharaj's mind was saturated with spiritual consciousness. Rupa Goswami has said, Prapanchikaya buddhya hari sambandhi vastuna mukshi parityago vairagyam falgu katyate. Everything, even that which is material, is connected to Supreme Lord. Therefore, everything should be engaged in service of Lord. Bhaktisiddhanta Thakur, he says that Sri Hare Sevaya Yaha Haya Anukula Vishaya Bhaliya Tyage Haya Bhula. One should not give up anything connected to Supreme Lord, thinking it material or enjoyable for material senses. Even the senses, when purified, are spiritual. When Maharaj Parikshit was thinking of universal form, his mind was certainly situated on the transcendental form. Therefore, although he may not have had any reason to be concerned with detailed information of universe. He was thinking of it in relation to Supreme Lord. So you are seeing he is not so much into detail. He wanted to meditate on that. Therefore, such geographical knowledge was not material but transcendental. So these chapters are all transcendental only. So Narada Muni has said, Idam hi Vishwam Bhagavan Ivetara. The entire universe is also the Supreme Lord. So meditating on this, trying to hear, and we cannot understand it logically. It is by the mercy of Supreme Lord that we can at least getting to hear something which is like this. And it is now we may ask that why Lord is making scientists understand differently and Bhagavatam is saying differently. Yes, that is the test of our faith. You want to believe in Bhagavatam or you want to believe in the scientist? So that's actually what happened to Prabhupada's servant when he saw that there was moon landing, and he was seeing also in the TV. And Prabhupada is he's doing massage for Prabhupada, and he was looking at TV in one side, and Prabhupada is facing other side. When he said, Prabhupada, they landed on moon. Prabhupada said, oh, really? Are they able to see some apsaras and some demigods and some beautiful gardens and all? He said, no, I think Purushottam is named. He said, no, Prabhupada, they're only rocks. Prabhupada said, that means they didn't go only. So now then he got so much bewildered. He said, Arey, I'm able to see, and Prabhupada is telling they didn't go. And one time, Yamuna Mataji was cooking and serving for Prabhupada, and then what happens is in the kitchen, she kept something in the kitchen cooking, and suddenly it became whole smoke came out. It was big, some small mishap. So Purushottam went running, and then his whole face became dark because of that smoke. And then they came to Prabhupada. Prabhupada said, what happened? And Prabhupada, this happened. And Prabhupada said, oh, I think Purushottam went to, he's, he's coming from moon. So he might have gone to moon, Prabhupada said, seeing his face. And everybody was laughing. Purushottam said, Prabhupada, I am brahmachari, because Prabhupada is making fun of him in front of Mataji. So he said, I am a brahmachari. Prabhupada said, no problem. Even brahmacharis can go to moon, he said. So he lost faith on Prabhupada and eventually left Prabhupada's association. So being personal servant of Prabhupada also, it became, I mean, he could not develop that faith, unfortunately. And Prabhupada says, Arey, you may not have faith in me, but we should have faith in the acharyas and scriptures. So Shastra is telling that, no? What is the distance, moon and all. So we should have faith in it. So they may be going someplace, but Prabhupada says it is not moon, it is some Rahu or Rahu planet. That is what Prabhupada says. So now also they went to moon and made one circumambulate and came back. So it is not possible. So here that's what Prabhupada is writing, that therefore although Parikshit Maharaj had no need for geographical knowledge of this universe, that knowledge was also spiritual and transcendental because he was thinking of entire universe as expansion of energy of Lord. So this is the point. We should not be interested so much in detail. We should be interested in that, okay, what Parikshit Maharaj is looking at it, is looking at as the body of Supreme Lord. In our preaching work also, we deal with so much property and money and so many books bought and sold. But because these dealings are pertinent to the Krishna conscious movement, they should never be considered material. That one is absorbed in thoughts of such management does not mean that he is outside of Krishna consciousness. If one rigidly observes the regulative principles of chanting 16 rounds and of Mahamantra, his dealings with material world for the sake of spreading Krishna consciousness movement are not different from spiritual cultivation of Krishna consciousness. So we should not bother about this. Why others comparing with what scientists are telling. It is not possible also. Now here Sukadeva Goswami is going to explain. My dear king, There is no limit in the expansion of Supreme Lord's energy. This metal world is a transformation of material qualities. Yet, no one could possibly explain it perfectly, even in a lifetime as long as that of Brahma. No one in the metal world is perfect, and an imperfect person could not describe this material universe accurately. Even after continued speculation, O king, I shall nevertheless try to explain to you the principal regions such as uh, uh, Goloka, so Bhuloka, with their names, forms, measurements, and various symptoms. So we don't have access for all these things. So that is the reason we cannot appreciate so many things. Array, what is this? So Bhaktivinoda Thakur, he says that okay, you take it as a it's a metaphorical, and because all other sections of Bhagavatam are talking which are very very relevant and perfect. Only this few chapters, they are having some descriptions which are not matching with our. So Bhaktivinoda Thakur says, "Arey, why are you bothered about only this particular section of some part of Bhagavatam? All other parts are very, very perfect. So, of course, this is also perfect, but we cannot understand. So, instead of focusing on this one section, we can focus on many other things. So, material world is only one fourth of the personality, God's creation, but it is unlimited and impossible for anyone to know or describe, even with the qualification of a life as long as that of Brahma, who lives for millions of years. Modern scientists and astronomers try to explain the cosmic situation, vastness of space. Some of them believe that all the glittering stars are different suns. From Bhagavad Gita, we understand that the stars are nakshatra. So there is some place called Nakshatra Mandala. So this is between Bhuvar Loka and Sargaloka. In between there is Nakshatra Mandala. So all the stars are there only. So it is it is below the Sargaloka. That means below moon only all the stars are there. But it's difficult to understand. So therefore, it is natural to conclude that this universe extends in the space as far as we can see and encompasses the glittering stars. Sukadeva Goswami admits that to give full details of this expansive material universe would be impossible. But nevertheless, he wanted to give the king as much knowledge as he has received through the parampara system. So this is what is explained here. So you have seen the images of Bhumandala many times. So I'll not show the image, but I have some other important topic to take. We'll just complete this purpose and then I will explain the structure of the fifth canto a little bit. So that is the plan today. The planetary system known as Bhumandala resembles a lotus flower and its seven islands resemble the whirl of the flower. The length and breadth of the island known as Jambudvipa, which is situated in the middle of the world, are 1 million yojanas, 8 million miles. Jambudvipa is like round like a leaf of a lotus flower. So Jambudvipa, there are 9 divisions of land. Each has with a length of 900 yojanas, and there are 8 mountains that mark the boundary of these divisions and separate them nicely. So Vishnu Chakravarta gives the following quotation from Vayu Purana. So other Puranas are also supporting the same things. So here, it's all in Sanskrit, so need not bother much. So it is to help us understand that it is already there in other Shastras also. So amidst these divisions of Varshas is the Varsha named Ilavrata, which is situated in the middle, and wherein Ilavrata Varsha is Mount Sumeru. So this is the special mountain made of gold. Can you imagine? Whole mountain is gold only. Now gold rates are so high. And but this mountain size now we cannot imagine only. We think Always this question comes. If Mount Sumeru is on the northern direction, we are not able to see. And what is the size of it? You see, the mountain's height uh, is same as its width. It is 1 lakh yojanas, that is 800,000 miles. And 16,000 yojanas are within the earth, and therefore the mountain's height above is 84,000 yojanas. That means 6,720, 600, 720 thousand miles. Our earth is maybe very, very, very small. We cannot imagine only this. These are very astronomical numbers. And in the north of Ilavata and going further north, one after another, the three mountains, Nila, Sveta, and Sringava, there marks the boundaries of these Varshas named Ramyaka, Hiranya, and Kuru. And separating them with one another, the width of these mountains is 2000 yojanas. So, Pandavas, they could travel till uh, uh, some Varshas. They crossed Himalayas, they could go, but after that, they also didn't had access. Can you imagine? Even Pandavas didn't had access to other Varshas. They could go. In this regard, Madhvacharya quotes from Brahmanda Purana. So Prabhupada writes that it appears from these verses that aside from the sun and moon, there are invisible planets called Rahu. The movements of Rahu cause both solar and lunar eclipse. We suggest that modern expedition attempt to reach the moon are mistakenly going to Rahu. So this is what Prabhupada is trying to uh, help them understand. Unfortunately, they cannot understand. Similarly, south of Ilavata Varsha, that is our side, which we are staying, and extending from east to west are three mountains named Nishada, Hemakuta, and Himalaya. So where we are staying is Himalayas. Each of them is 10,000 yojanas, and they mark the boundaries of three Varshas. Now, these Himalayas, if you see, their height is not the height of which we see, because the highest mountain is 8,848 meters is what is Mount Everest. That means 1 mile. Then 8 kilometers is 1 mile. That's all. But here, if you see what is the size of Himalayas that is are given. In this way, west to east, Ilavath has two great mountains named Malayavana and Gandhamadana, respectively. These two mountains, which are 2000 yojanas high, extend as far as Nina mountain in the north and Nishada in the south. They indicate the boundaries of Ilavarta Varsha and also Varshas known as Ketumala and Bhadrashrava. So, Prabhupada is writing, there are so many mountains even on this planet. We do not think that the measurement of all of them has actually been calculated. Of course, they calculate, but the height which is there, we don't have access only. That's why we don't know. Therefore, here, so this is little simple chapter to understand. And if you have faith, it is very simple. Don't have faith, then it's most difficult. The four sides of great mountains known as Sumeru as four mountains: Mandara, Meru Mandara, Supasrava, and Kumuda, which are like its belts. The length and height of these mountains are calculated to be 10,000 yojanas, that is 80,000 miles. So I am telling the highest peak of Mount Everest is 1 mile. Now can you imagine 80,000 miles? What is the height of it? How is it possible only? And Krishna jumped from Praharshana mountain, which is 88 miles. Where is this mountain? We don't have access for it, so we have to be very clear. Standing like flagstaffs on the summit of these four mountains are mango trees, a rose tree, a kadamba tree, and banyan tree. Those trees are calculated to have width of 100 yojanas, that means 800 miles. tree only has a width of 800 miles. It is that means bigger than the country, whole country of India. That much size, and height is 1,000 years. That is 8,800 miles. That means even whole planet Earth is less than this. Their branches are spread to a radius of 1,100 yojanas. So this is width and branches. So so we should not doubt them. They exist, but that's all. And we should be happy hearing that. Here it is said that, yes, Gail Mataji, I'm not sure I'll be able to satisfy you with the answer, but I'll still take the question.
Yeah, I just want to see if I understand properly that these mountains and these trees with these astronomical measurements, are you saying that they are found on this Earth planet only?
No, no, not this Earth planet. They are in a different realm and different planets only. They are not
Oh,
of this planet only because the size of Earth is very, very small. It is you cannot have that mountain only because the breadth of the
that's
mountain,
why.
length
Yeah,
of the mountain is
yeah, that's why I was clarifying because because these measurements that exceed
the
the
size of Earth.
the size of the Earth, I was wondering how possible, you know.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, so they're found these mountains and trees, these like apple trees or so on. They're found in on different planets of
Yes.
this Bhumandala.
Yes.
Oh, I
Yes.
mean
Yes.
of not just even Bhumandala, but of Elavrata
Varsha.
Varsh.
Yeah. Yes.
Uh-huh. And what just one other thing you were saying that this Rahu planet, right? And I forget what's the other like malevolent planet, Rahu
Ketu.
and
Ketu.
Ketu, Ketu. Yeah, so these two planets, they both of them sometimes they cover the sun, sometimes not, right?
Yeah.
But so when we see the eclipse of the sun or of the moon, because both of them sometimes they cover the sun, sometimes they cover the moon, huh? Ketu and Rahu.
Yeah. It's actually because of Rahu planet.
Oh, Rahu planet. So
Yeah.
K2 is never responsible for eclipses.
No, it is Rahu only. This.
Okay, and this Rahu planet, we are having experience of eclipse because of Rahu, but we're even scientists they're not able to detect a planet, no?
Yeah.
So when we experience eclipse, like according to the scientists, what is the cause of the eclipse? Like if there's solar eclipse or lunar eclipse, what do they see as getting in the way of the sun and the moon? We say it's Rahu, right?
Yeah.
But what do they say it is?
They say it's Earth is coming in between the sun and moon. That's why the eclipse comes. So sun, Earth is blocking. Actually, moon reflects the light of sun. So now Earth comes between moon and sun. Then because we are not able to see the moon does not reflect because there is no light coming on it because sun is Earth is blocking it. That's why it
Mm-hmm.
is the eclipse. So we say it is because of Earth only.
But according to our scriptures, right, it's not because of Earth. It's because of
No, because of, yeah, and sometimes the moon comes in between Earth and Sun. We will not be able to see the sun that time. We say it's solar eclipse. So one time it is lunar, one time solar. So it is because of Earth blocking or moon blocking. That's what the scientists give. But we say it's because of Rahu, because of Rahu planet and all. So that is our understanding.
oh, okay. Thank you, Boo.
So not a problem because whatever happens, the eclipse anyway happens.
Yeah, and yeah, and also when Hanuman, he jumped from Setu to Sri
Banda,
Lanka,
yeah, yeah,
um, and we say that he jumped, I think, 800 yojanas or 800 miles something,
yeah,
right? 800 miles.
yeah.
Um, eight, yeah, yeah. Anyway, so we're saying that that leap that Hanuman took, right? It was he. Are we saying that that leap did not happen on this Earth planet?
No, because Lanka is just 10 miles somewhere. He went
Yeah, I
800
know.
miles.
So therefore, then that leap that Hanuman took, we're saying that where did that leap happen actually?
Yeah, Lanka must be in a different dimension only because you cannot don't find anything after 800 miles from Earth. You jump from say to Banda 800 miles, you end up in Indian Ocean.
Right. But then how do we explain that bridge that the scientists detected in an
No, that is also we don't need that proof from scientists which they are detecting. It may be
no.
there, they might have sent, they might have detected some bridge between Lanka and India, some stone bridge is there. But
Uh-huh.
still, it is 800 miles bridge, but this is only very short bridge.
Oh, okay. So then
It should
according
be
to
800 miles, yeah. First day they built 100 miles, second day 200 miles, like that they built within very short time. If you see the description, it took 1 week, I think, to make the bridge. So they made, but it's 800 miles bridge that is.
so this bridge that the scientists discovered, that's not the same bridge that we
No,
are
no.
talking about. It's a different
Maybe
bridge.
part of that bridge.
Mm,
Yeah, and we
okay.
don't need any scientific proofs because their premises is only wrong. That's why we cannot take their proofs seriously. So, no, first of all, you have all imperfect senses and imperfect, with senses, you will make imperfect gadgets and all these equipments. And with that, you will make imperfect measurement, and then you have a cheating tendency, then you manipulate it. So, uh, see, some technology scientists are giving, which is helping us, like we are in Zoom. So this is a blessing of science. You are getting so much technology, but we cannot blindly follow everything scientists says because they have given some technology, some comforts. It does not mean that they are right with everything. So that should also be understood. Uh, people, people they think that whatever scientists say right. No, science is different, technology is different. So scientists gave technology, but after that they may say everything we cannot accept because it's faith only. So anyway, I don't want to go into that part, but basically we don't want to take so much into whatever they say. We have to put in faith in science or faith in shastras. Both places we need faith. It is not that you have seen whatever scientists are telling. We don't prove what scientists are telling. We just follow it. So that is also faith only, na? Did you see electrons, protons, electron, and then positrons, and then subatomic particles are also there. We did not see electrons, protons only. What to speak of subatomic particles? Whatever scientists are telling, we are believing it. We never verified ourselves whether they really exist or not.
Mm-hmm.
So that means we are putting faith in them. So why
Yeah.
not put faith in Shastra? So what
Mm-hmm.
I felt is that Prabhupada will never cheat. Bhaktivinoda Thakur, Bhaktisiddhanta Thakur, they will never cheat. They are perfect acharyas. So whatever they say, I have to follow. So that made me, because when I was in the college, I was trying to understand this relativity, this, that. And then when I came to join the temple, then my first question was, Are, how can Krishna conscious explain relativity? That was like big problem for me about relativity. So then the second day after my I started when first day I went to temple, I heard the philosophy, I liked it. I understood, yeah, that they are telling correct only. And then, but this relativity was stuck. And next day I went to temple and I asked one devotee, how can you explain relativity? Then he said, our senses are imperfect. And immediately it gave me immediate conviction because I was also meditating on this aspect that everybody is imperfect. There is imperfection in all of us. So that was my meditation while going to college. Of course, that is out of what do you say? Because we cannot achieve what everybody is achieving. Then I understood. Yeah, not everybody can achieve anything. There is imperfection. Is that? So that was my meditation. And then as soon as he told senses are imperfect, immediately I said, yeah, that makes sense. All answers are cleared now. Can surrender to Krishna. Because and another thing is Prabhupada will never cheat, Acharyas will never cheat, and they are giving that purification of heart is happening because of that method, whatever they are giving, and I can see that there is some change in the life and there is happiness and bliss. So these all things make us put faith in Acharyas, and it is going to help like that. So it is not. It is not possible otherwise. So, like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said that Srimad Bhagavatam Puranam. So, this is Bhagavatam is actually Pramana also. It is the what do you say, the authority on which everything is based. So, if Bhagavatam is saying some statement, it must be true at any cost. So scientists may prove in n number of ways with all their gadgets and all. Still, we have 100% faith on Bhagavatam. We will not accept any other thing. It is not like we are fanatics. It is we are very, very logically because 10 statements you take from Bhagavatam, other all other chapters, everything is actually true. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Supreme Lord. He is telling, Acharyas are telling. So they are able to get that realization. So if we do sadhana, we will also get that realization very much. Okay, Matis.
Thank you, Prabhu.
Yeah. Yes, Prema Latika Matis.
Thank you, Prabhuji, for the wonderful explanation about faith and understanding and meaning, explaining it in a very nice way. So, Prabhuji, my question is yesterday what happened? I was speaking to some people in our society. Actually, they were speaking and they called me. And after talking some other things, they asked me, you know what incident has taken place in Vrindavan? A boat got drawn and so many people died. Why didn't Lord Krishna save them? So I told them that it was destined, and they have, if although they have died, they have uh, left their bodies in Vrindavan Dham and also in Yamuna. So it itself is a very auspicious birth, that dying in a road accident. But looking at their faces, could clearly able to see that they were not happy with my answer because they were not able to think on this higher platform, or or you may say that I was not able to clearly explain them in a material way. So if such questions is asked by someone, how to explain it to a materialistic person, this destiny and all that, because these things weakens the faith. Why Lord didn't save them? These questions weakens the faith of that person in Lord. So kindly give me the proper and appropriate answer to this question, Prabhu. I humbly request you. Thank you.
Yeah, and another thing is these people they were going in the boat in Emura. I think 30 people are going, 15 got drowned. They were doing kirtan. They were singing the songs of Lord. So that is also there. While in Vrindavan, in Yamuna, they are singing the songs of Lord, and the boat drowned. Lord did not protect them. So this is generally the doubt people have. They think, why, if you are, for them, death is like a punishment. But they don't understand that it's an opportunity for something higher also. So because they don't have this understanding, it is difficult for them to convince also. So we will not be able to convince them. First thing is, not everybody will be convinced with our answer, because for them they have to accept something called destiny, which not everybody accepts. So that is the first thing. And another thing is that uh, for us, we should know that Jatayu died. Now you say he is fighting for Ram, while Lord Ram did not protect. Ravana killed Jatayu. Now it is success or failure Jatayu's life. For us, it is success only, because Lord Ram did personal last rites for Jatayu. So for us, it is like, for materialistic people, they don't understand what is this. If Lord does last rites, how is it making a difference? Anyway, this fellow died. No, he's going to spiritual world. Lord Ram did not do. So this is how we understand. Like Shabri, whole life she is just waiting for Lord Ram. And then people say, but what is the purpose of life? You did not construct a big house. You did not have you did not have a family, children. You're just waiting for somebody, and he comes and he goes away after few minutes. Lord Ram came, stayed for few minutes, and he went. And whole life Shabri did tapasya only for that. And for materialistic people, what did you get? Few minutes, this person came and you spent whole of your life for that few minutes. For them, they are materialistic calculation. They cannot understand only. Are that few minutes of whom you are getting, Supreme Lord. For them, okay, then what? So, for making materialistic people understand the value, like say, you get a garland of some, Maharaj, your spiritual master. It's such a special day, special event, and everything for us. And then you go and tell, today, my Guru Maharaj gave me a garland. For materialistic people, they say, so what? They don't understand. So the point is, it's whom we are talking. Not everybody can appreciate the proper understanding. So they should have some level of, what do you say, some faith in this scriptures and all. And then we can help them. Otherwise, we'll not be able to help everyone. So it is not possible. So we tell that, see, they are supposed to die in some other way, some other place, but maybe they are supposed to die after 1 week in some other different ways. But Lord, he wanted to, Radharani wanted to give them special opportunity to become devotee of Krishna. So in Vrindavan, while doing kirtan in Yamuna, they drowned and died. So some of them, they may get even liberation also. So we know if they live the like that, chanting the name of Lord, they'll get liberation also. So we cannot help them understand. That is not possible. But to some extent, we can tell. That's all. So not possible
Oh,
for everyone.
okay. Thank you, Prabhuji. Very well.
Yeah, people, they get a few minutes darshan of some celebrities. They they're really uh, very much satisfied in life, but they don't understand what is like. The celebrities like Michael Jackson used to come, and so many girls used to faint seeing him, and there used to be seven ambulances outside the stadium when he performs a concert, because so many girls used to faint seeing these singers. and they have to be taken to the hospital. Can you imagine how much people are mad for them? So, they don't. So for them, what they will understand, Arey, what you want to see this useless fellow? Better see Krishna. They cannot understand. Yes, Gil Mataji.
Yeah, so this story that you're telling, like Shabri and so on, because I've always wondered myself, when people go to see that deity, I forget which deity it is. Is it in Tirupati, or where people stand in line for so many hours just to get a few seconds darshan?
Yeah,
This,
Tirupati only.
yeah. So I've never really actually. I feel like this lady that Mataji was saying, how we cannot, couldn't understand. So when we can go to our local temples, right, wherever we live, and see the deity for as long as the darshan is open, right? What is it about this Tirupati deity that we are willing to stand in line for so many hours, go through so many austerities to see for a few seconds? I've never understood that one. What is the difference? Because is is Krishna we can see in maybe different form in other temples without having to wait so long. What is the what is the attraction that's so special?
Attraction is Balaji fulfills desires. You started a business. You say, my dear Lord, you are also partner of my business. Make sure that I make a good profit, and I 10% of my profit is yours. And immediately you'll make $1 million, and then you go to Balaji and you share your profit with him. And many people does. If I pass my exam, if my daughter get married, if my son gets to US, he gets green card or whatever. So Balaji is so merciful. So that's why he's very famous. Not that they want to have any devotion and love for him. They are interested in fulfilling their desire. That's why many people go. Otherwise,
Oh,
like that form of Lord are there, so many temples are there in the South India. But people don't visit them. They visit Balaji because he fulfills desires very fast. So market is there because he's he's attracting by good marketing strategies. Which and if you go to Vrindavan, Krishna says, "I will only give love." Nobody is interested. Nobody is interested. They are interested in, okay, can I get green card? I said yes. Then go to Balaji. Then there is a big queue in front of Balaji. It's like that.
well, I think I was confused because even ISKCON devotees, they also for they're also doing for when they could be seeing Krishna in so many other temples. Even ISKCON devotees are lining up, staying hours and hours just for a few moments darshan. So
They
that's
may be
why
going because they develop that love for Balaji, so they want to see. They may be because you like some form of the Lord, so you develop attraction for him. So the motivation may not be to get something from him, but to because you like him. Actually, when I was before, like for some part of my 3 4 years, I was also worshipping Balaji. Not for, of course, I was asking material thing honestly, but I was feeling okay, Balaji. And then when I came to Krishna conscious, I understood, oh, I should not ask material things. But still, I was interested in Balaji. So later on, when I understood the philosophy more nicely, after understanding Chaitanya Charitamrita more nicely, I understood Raghunath Das Goswami was clearly telling you should not worship only Lakshmi Narayana if you want Vraja Bhakti. Then I said, okay, Balaji, thank you. I am good with Radha Govind. So then we changed the party. So I was worshipping, but Rupa Raghunath Das Goswami Manashiksha is very clear. He said you should not worship no, Lakshmi Pati Ratim. You should not worship uh, Lakshmi Narayana also. If you want to go to Goloka, Vraja Bhakti, then you cannot worship him. So devotees, they go because they have that attraction, but when they understand the philosophy properly, then they did not understand, or even after understanding also, still their Aishwarya Bhav, matlab, their attraction to the Aishwarya form of Lord is still there, then they will go. Otherwise, no need.
Oh, but
For us,
Balaji,
more important, people are interested in rituals. People are interested in big, grandiose arrangements of festivals and all. But we are just interested in little kirtan and then dance for the Lord and hear Bhagavatam. Then Vrindavan is good enough for us. Because in Vrindavan, you don't find all these things. There is always Katha and Kirtan only. And that's what will take us to Krishna.
I thought Balaji was like baby form of Krishna, no? Balaji, no?
Yeah, that is advertised like that because they want to continue. But he's having Shankar Chakra, he's having married, he has two wives. Where is he, Bala? He's not any more kid there. He's having two wives and and he's having all these four
So
hands.
then how come he's called Balaji? How come if he is, if that's the form,
That
you know?
is they are they are seeing that form, but he is Srinivasa, he is Narayana, he is Venkatesha. So many other names are also there for him. So one name, especially in the north, is famous like that. So they call him Bala because he is small, and then they add G because as a respect. So then he became Balaji.
But the
Otherwise,
form
he
of
is
the deity.
Narayana form only. It's not Krishna form. Yeah.
So if I go see this deity, is I will not see baby form. I will see,
It's
you know.
yeah, Shankar Chakra, Narayana form, proper Vishnu form.
Oh.
It is Vishnu form. Yeah.
Yet
It's not
yet they
Krishna.
will call him Balaji.
Yeah,
This
they
is
call
what I
him
find.
Balaji, but he's Vishnu only. Is not Krishna form. But of
Okay.
course, he is also called Govinda because control of senses. But Krishna can manifest in Balaji form also. That's not a problem for him. You go to Balaji and you offer all prayers of Brahma Samhita and you chant Hare Krishna, then you will see Krishna only there. So you can manifest Krishna through Balaji also. That's not a problem for him.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So anyway, so
And that story is also told, like, no, Yashoda only comes as Vakula Devi because she did not give it opportunity to marry Krishna. All marriages are done in Dwaraka and Devaki only performed all marriages. So Yashoda was feeling, I could not get my son married even once also. So then she comes as Vakula Devi and Lord Balaji comes because he is coming from Vaikunta because of Bhrigu Muni's uh, Bhrigu Muni's behavior, Lakshmi becomes upset. And Lakshmi comes to Kolhapur for doing tamasya. In search for Lakshmi Devi, Lord Balaji comes. So in that way, he is directly coming from Vaikunta. And Bakula Devi, she is Yashoda, and then for her, Lord Narayana is seen as Krishna. And she says, okay, now I'll get an opportunity to marry my son. And she gets him married to Padmavati. So that's how the story happens. So he's directly coming from Vaikunta only because Bhrigu Muni comes and kicks on the chest of Lord. And Lord says, oh, maybe my chest is very hard and your feet are very soft. So he massages it. So Lakshmi, she feels that hey, I am at the chest of the Lord and this fellow is coming and kicking. So she is a little upset and she leaves Vaikunta because she feels that I have seen offense committed to my Lord. I had to perform penance because I am seeing Lord, somebody is offending the Lord, I am seeing it. So I committed a sin by seeing the offense. So that's why she want to come and perform austerities. That's how the story goes.
yeah, and as you were saying, though, because I'm thinking about people ISKCON devotees who have attachment to worshiping Lakshmi Narayan, right?
Yeah.
And so, I mean, there is ISKCON devotees, and there. So I'm just wondering, what will their destination be? You
Yeah,
know,
they will end up in Vaikuntha if they are nicely performing. If they develop love for Lakshmi Narayana, they will end up in Vaikuntha. Or if they have that Aishwarya above, they may end up in Aishwarya Golok also. There, like Dwaraka, where Krishna is worshipped in a majestic form.
and if they're worshiping both, Krishna. I mean, I don't know if they're worshiping,
They may
our.
worship now, but eventually they will get attracted to one particular thing and then they will end up in one particular place. So now, till the stage of Nishta, we will not know only whether where he will stick. Now I like
Oh.
Narsingadev also, Balaji also, and I like Pizza also. So it does not make any sense. So what exactly I like, I only don't know.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. So it's difficult to understand really before we develop serious,
Yeah,
uh,
serious nothing. Yeah,
because right now that attraction might just be like superficial,
yeah,
maybe just to the
sentimental. Yeah,
form,
sentimental.
sentimental.
Yeah,
Oh. Okay. Even if it's based on maybe some personal experiences, you know, we don't know how deep it goes.
yeah, yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much for.
Nice.
Mhm.
So this actually I wanted to take discuss on this fifth cantos, this structural point. But we don't have time now. So Monday we will definitely do it. So this is an advertisement for Monday's class. So this is what you are going to have a discussion on. So I'm showing you the PPT little bit so that you will come on time on Monday. Thank you all very much. Ganda Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Hare Krishna.